Okay, good morning. Okay. The previous class started the third unit, that is data transmission. The data transmitted from transmitter to receiver via channel. So all in the system block diagram, you see the different types of functionalities are there in the system block diagram. So it should be a digital communication system block diagram because of your transmit a digital data only. So in that data is the digital that should be transmitted from transmitter to receiver via a channel. Okay. Now in the transmitting end there is a modulation methods. Already you studied some modulation techniques are there. Digital modulation techniques, ASK, FSK, PSK, and MRA PSK likewise. So you can use any one of the modulation scheme at the transmitting end, and the data is transmitted through a channel. In the channel, there should be a noise. Okay, noise is added in the channel. Now the signal is contaminated by the noise. So after modulation, the channel, another signal is added, that is a noise signal. At the channel output. So there should be a noise added factor. So that signal is along with the noise. Output of the channel signal is along with the noise. You suppose input of the channel is X, output of the channel is Y, input of the channel is X, and output of the channel is Y. Now the Y is equal to X plus N. Y is equal to X plus N. What is N? N is the noise. Noise added in the channel. So now, if Y is equal to X plus N, if N 0, then Y is equal to X. If N is equal to 0, Y is equal to X. Whatever the data can given in the input side, the same data occur at the output side. Okay, that is Y is equal to X, provided N is equal to 0. So, but in the practical case, N should not be 0. Should not. N has some value. So that value is added to the signal. Y not equal to X. That is input not equal to output. So output not equal to input. Now, the how far it is similarities are there in input and output. How far the similarities are there. So it means Y is equal to X is the ideal case. Y is equal to X is the ideal case. That is noiseless case. Okay. So at Y is equal to X condition, where N is the factor is added. So if N is 10% added in the signal, 90% signal is received. If N is 90% added in the signal, 10% signal is received. Now that received signal is contaminated by the noise. Whereas in the digital domain, the level of the signal is transmitted to a channel. Level of the signal, the level is logic level. It should be a positive 5 volts or negative 5 volts, or likewise the voltage level it is. That voltage level refer to the signal at the receiving end. If the voltage level is, if you want to transmit 5 volts voltage as a logic 1, at the receiving end, we have to receive 2 volts. That 3 volts is lapse in that one channel. Now the 2 volts is, it should be a positive level. That's why you can refer as a logic 1. Now that 5 volts is contaminated more, and it is negative domain. This is minus 2 volts or minus 3 volts, then you have to predict it that output data is a logic 0. If you transmit logic 1, so because of the noise is contaminated, the received signal predicted as logic 0. So that is an error. That is an error. Okay. In the previous class, we studied some baseband signal receiver. Baseband signal receiver. The baseband signal receiver. Here it is. Here it is the block diagram. Here it is the block diagram. The block diagram says there is an integrator. Integrator gives an output V of t. Integrator gives an output V of t via a SW2 switch, that is sample switch. So now the input of the integrator is adder output. Integrator input is adder output. What is an adder? Adder has one is input signal is and another one is noise signal. Input signal is a level V and noise is added. Here the noise is assumed as a white noise because of it has power spectral density eta by 2. Eta by 2. Now that is given to a integrator. The integrator operates by using the switch SW1 switch on and off. If it is on, so capacitor going to be discharge. If it is off, capacitor going to be charged. So via by using input signal to an integrator, so capacitor going to be charged and discharging. So the input data should be a binary data. It has some intervals, bit by bit. Now the discharging path of capacitor is operation of the sample switch. Okay. So that is in charging and discharging. The charging is there, input is observing. The discharging is there, output is receiving. The charging is there, input is observing, and discharging, output is extracted. Okay. Likewise, there is an integrator and dump circuit. Okay, integrator and dump circuit. So it is the block diagram of baseband signal receiver. Baseband signal receiver. Now, you can go for some analysis here. Okay. So that analysis are already you studied the analysis. S naught of t is an output of the signal, N naught of t is output of the voltage, output of the noise, and there is signal output S-band ratio. So that is the sample voltage due to the signal is S naught Vt by tau. Already you know how it is come across. So V naught of t is output of the integrator, that is 1 by tau integral 0 to t S of t plus N of t dt. S of t is the input of the signal, N of t is the noise added at the channel. Okay. So you can split this. There is a two terms are there. One of the term is signal term, another term is noise term. The signal term is integrated via 0 to t spacing of the bit. Then S naught of t is called Vt by tau. Like N naught of t is a noise. Okay, the noise has there is the variance or power spectral density should be the form of the variance factor. That is sigma naught square is equal to N naught of t whole square of bar. Okay, that is variance. That is eta t by 2 tau. I think in the previous class all this mathematical analysis discussed. So are you practice that mathematical integration parts? If you practice that integration part, you are going to be familiar. Otherwise, it's not that much of easy to understand, because in the especially in the third unit, there should be a mathematical concepts more involved. Okay. So basic theme is signal going to be transmitted, and that is the data transmission. At the receiving end, you have to go for extract the input signal. Extract the input signal. How it is extracted? So there is a noise added signal now. Now the noise is calculated. How often it is added to the signal. Okay, then okay, in this concept, noise prospective density variance of the signal is, that is the noise signal is sigma naught square is called n naught of t whole square, that is called eta t by 2 tau. Now s naught of t is vt by tau, sigma naught square is called nt by 2 tau, nt by 2 tau. Now there is a parameter to know, that is signal to noise ratio. Signal to noise ratio, that is signal output by noise. Signal output by noise. So there in the first unit itself, one concept is there, that is PCM system, pulse code modulation system. The pulse code modulation system, what you are calculating the parameter there, that also the signal quality parameter, that is S naught by NQ. S naught by NQ, signal output by quantization noise ratio. Signal output by quantization noise ratio. There the assumption is channel noise, added noise in the channel is 0. There is no noise, because a system noise is a quantization noise only there in the assumption case in that particular issue. Okay, so there n naught S naught by NQ is equal to what is the formula there? S naught by NQ 6 NdB in the PCM. 6 NdB, 6 capital N dB. So that is N is number of bits to use a signal. Number of bits to use a signal. So 6 NdB. If suppose N is equal to 8, the signal quality S naught by NQ is equal to 48 dB there. So that is 48 dB is the signal quality. So now there one concept are discussed, that is dynamic range. Dynamic range. What is the dynamic range? The dynamic range nothing but allowable quality of the signal in the PCM system is 30 dB only. 30 dB only allowable signal quality. So what it means? If the signal quality below the 30 dB, you are unable to hear the voice. Hear the voice. If suppose signal quality is above 30 dB, only able to hear the voice. Is it not? So that's why, if suppose N is equal to 8, there is 48 dB. So 30 dB is allowable quality. Now 48 minus 30 dB, that is 18 dB is the dynamic range of the PCM system. Likewise, you can calculate the PCM system. Likewise, you can calculate the PCM system. So the same as in this concept, here there the N naught is added factor here. There the N naught is 0, here the N naught is a considerable amount. Considerable amount. So that's why in this baseband signal receiver can calculate the parameter S naught of t by N naught of t is equal to S naught of t whole square by N naught of t whole square. N naught of t whole square is power spectral density of the noise. Power spectral density of the noise, that is the variance. Variance itself N naught of t whole square, no? S naught of t whole square. S naught of t whole square is S naught value, you know, that is Vt by tau. V is the voltage level, T is the time duration, time period, tau is the time duration. Tau is the time. Tau is equal to 1 by RC. Is it not? In the integration part, tau is equal to 1 by RC. That is the time duration. 1 by RC. R is in resistance, C is the capacitor there. Okay. Now S naught of T is equal to Vt by tau. Now N naught of T in terms of squaring of the that is variance value. So that is eta T by 2 tau. Eta T by 2 tau. Eta is a noise for spectral density. T is time period. Tau is time duration. 1 by RC. Okay. That is substitute in this S naught of T whole square by N naught of T whole square. That is signal output by noise ratio it is. There in the PCM, signal output by quantized noise. In this, the actual noise is added here. S naught of T whole square by N naught of T whole square is called. Can substitute in that. There is 2 by eta V square T. 2 by eta V square T. This is the baseband signal receiver. The first concept in the third unit. First concept in the third unit. Okay, and the next one is probability of error. Probability of error is nothing but the parameter similar to that of S by N in the analog domain. In the analog domain, what the S by N signal quality, the same parameter is in the digital domain, that is probability of error. So the probability of error should be in the Gaussian distribution curve. Gaussian distribution curve. So at 0, the maximum value, positive side and negative side is there. How much it is the noise factor. Gaussian distribution curve should be the noise for spectral density. Noise for spectral density. So that is P of E or probability of error is equal to there is a limits Vt by tau to Et by tau to some infinity value, some time duration. That is, this is the signal density to calculate. Signal density to calculate. Here it is, Vt by tau onwards. Now the integral Vt by tau of the function of n naught of t dn of t. So n naught of t already you know e to the power of minus n naught square by t 2 e sigma square by square root of 2 pi sigma square. Okay. So you can calculate that there is P of E is equal to 1 by 2 ERFC ES by eta to the power of 1 by 2. P of E is equal to 1 by 2 ERFC ES by eta to the power of 1 by 2. That is P of E is equal to 1 by 2 ERFC root ES by eta. Root ES by eta. So there, error complementary function. P of E is related to error complementary function of 1 by 2 error complementary function of square root of ES by eta, where ES is signal energy. Signal energy that is called V square T. Signal energy that is called V square T. Okay. Now this is the graph to know the probability of error. 1 by 2 ERFC square root of ES by eta. So ES by eta, ES is signal energy, eta is noise particle density. Okay. So now this is the decreasing graph. In the x-axis there is EV by N naught. X-axis there is a parameter EB by N naught, energy for bit by noise particle density, EV by N naught. So this is the parameter in the square root, EV by N naught. And y-axis there is P of E, probability of bit error, P of E. P of E and EV by N naught. So there is a decreasing path. The curve has to be decreases towards x-axis. Now -4, -2 like. So here, so this is an important graph in the communications. So know about the quality of the signal. So one scientist there to give the some prototype values. So he's none other than Shannon's theorem there. Shannon is the scientist. So he can give the some limits. Shannon limit is there. Shannon limit means minus 1.6 dB in the next in the next classes. You can going to derive that Shannon's theorem. So what the Shannon says is minus 1.6 dB is the limit. Minus 1.6 dB is the limit. Whereas in the x-axis, here it is minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, no. So you can minus 1.6 dB is the limit in the x-axis. Minus 1.6 is the limit in the x-axis. So based on that limit, you can divide the signal information rate and channel capacity. Information rate and channel capacity. Information rate is equal to R, channel capacity is equal to C. So R less than equal to C, R equal to C, R greater than equal to C. There are three conditions are calculated. R equal to C condition, that is information rate equal to channel capacity at minus 1.6 dB. At minus 1.6 dB, that is the Shannon limit. On the x-axis, what you are seeing the x-axis statistical values minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, likewise, no. At that minus 1.6 is the limit, that is the optimum limit. So the limit is given by Shannon. Okay, so based on that limit, some systems are allowable system, some systems are not allowable systems. What are the systems? Digital communication systems. Digital communication systems, some of the systems are allowable. R less than equal to C condition is allowable condition, R greater than equal to C is not allowable condition. So below minus 1.6 dB not allowed, above minus 1.6 is allowable. So that's why you can design any system to nearer to that Shannon limit. Nearer to that Shannon limit. At that limit, what is the probability of error? What is the probability of error? So the previous class also mentioned the probability of error is minus 10 to the power minus 2 and 10 to the power minus 4. Let an example. 10 to the power minus 2 means 1 by 100. 1 by 100. 10 to the power minus 4 means 1 by 10,000. If your system design at 10 to the power minus 2, or if your system design at 10 to the power minus 4. At 10 to the power minus 2, what it means? 1 by 100 means 100 bits going to be transmitted, among them 1 bit is in error. 100 bits going to be transmitted, among them 1 bit is in error. That is a system at a particular location. Now you can improve that parameter at 10 to the power minus 4. So what it means? 10,000 bits are going to be transmitted, among them 1 bit is in error. Is it not? It is improved factor. You can design it 10 to the power minus 2 or 10 to the power minus 4. Which is the better one? Absolutely 10 to the power minus 4 is the better one. So based on the 10 to the power minus 4, what is the EB by net value? Let are calculated. So all the systems are calibrated by using probability of error factor only. All the systems are calibrated by using probability of error factor only. Probability of error factor is a quality of the signal in the digital domain. Quality of the signal in the digital domain. So that's why it is an important parameter now. Okay. So in the information theory and coding chapters also, this graph is important. There can more elaborately discuss. Okay, now the third concept in the third unit. In the third unit, you discuss the two concepts. One of the concept is the baseband receiver, baseband signal receiver. Another one is probability of error. Now, third one is optimum filter. Optimum filter. Here it is. The basic concept is optimum filter means. So, what is the received signal based on the input signal? Based on the input signal. Okay. Optimum means the exact value at receiving end. So the optimum filter means So what you are in the baseband signal receiver integration part is the receiver uh, receiver diagram. So there in this optimum filter there is an adder S1 of t or S2 of t are the two signals. S1 of t and S2 of t are the two signals, and Gaussian noise is added. These two signals are added. One of the signal is input signal, another signal is noise signal added. This added signal is given to the filter. The filter output given to sample at t seconds. So output is V naught of t, V naught of t. There can observe that output S01 or S02. S01 is S1 output. S02 is S2 output. S01 of t plus N0 of t, S02 of t plus N0 of t. Whereas S1 is received as S01 of t plus N0 of t, S2 is received as S02 of t plus N0 of t. So what is optimum means? Where the N0 of t is the minimum, minimize. N0 of t is minimize. N0 of t is minimize. So N0 of t minimize whatever the probability of error. So if it minimize, if it is 0, exactly S1 is received as S01. Okay. Now there the input signals are S1 of t or S2 of t. Now the input signal is binary data. In the BPSK, if you use the BPSK modulation at the transmitting end, S1 of t is a cos omega naught t, S2 of t is minus a cos omega naught t. There is 180 degrees phase difference between the S1 and S2. One of the signal is a cos omega naught t, another signal is minus a cos omega naught t. Now, whereas in the binary FSK or FSK, BFSK or FSK, the FSK, what is the signal? S1 of t is a cos omega naught t plus omega t, or S2 is a cos omega naught t minus omega t, where omega naught t is carrier frequency, where omega is conventional frequency. Okay. Omega naught plus omega is high frequency, omega naught minus omega is low frequency. Now the S1 of signal is related to high frequency, S2 of signal is related to low frequency. Now this signal is given to an input of receiver, that is here the adder. Okay, what is adder specifies? Adder specifies a channel is added to the signal now. A channel is added to the signal now. So the Gaussian distribution curve is a white noise, additive white Gaussian noise. So the channel, it is also one of the channel, that is AWGN channel, additive white Gaussian noise channel. So that is the adder. Add to the two signals. One of the signal is incoming signal, another signal is noise signal. So both are added in the adder, on the filter output is there. So now here it is, the optimum filter. The optimum filter. So there is some assumption here. It is V naught of t is an output. V naught of t is an output. That is equal S01 of t plus N naught of t, or V naught of t is equal S02 of t plus N naught of t. Okay. So S01 of t is equal to Vt by tau. S02 of t is equal minus Vt by tau. That is an output. Vt by tau and minus Vt by tau. So either one can receive at the receiving end. If you receive S1 or S2, S1 is S01 of t, S2 is S02 of t. Okay. So what is the difference? You can see in this two signals, Vt by tau is one of the signal, minus Vt by tau is another signal. Vt by tau is one of the signals, minus Vt by tau is another signal. If there are the two signals, positive and negative polarity, positive and negative polarity is the decision factor. Positive and negative polarity is the decision factor. The decision is positive, it should be a logic 1. The decision is negative, it should be a logic 0. Is it not? In the binary data, there are two possible options are there now. Logic 0 and logic 1. So now the decision is whether it is positive or negative. Whether it is the positive or negative. Okay, now if possible, please note down in your notebook. Note down that. So minimize the probability of error. One should assume that S1 of t has been transmitted if V naught of t is closer to S1 of t than S naught of t. Once again, repeat the statement. V naught of t minimize the probability of error. Minimize the probability error. One should assume that S1 of t has been transmitted if V naught of t is closer to S01 of t than S02 of t. Similarly, we assume S2 of t has been decision boundary is the midway between S01 of t and S02 of t. Therefore, the decision boundary is midway between S01 of t and S02 of t. Okay, if S01 of t is equal to Vt by tau and S02 of t is equal to minus Vt by tau, the decision boundary is 0. Is it not? The midway. The decision boundary is 0. So the reference is 0. 0 to positive side, 0 to negative side. The reference is 0. That is V naught t of t is equal to S01 of t plus S02 of t by 2. Where the equation there. Okay, this is an equation. V naught of t is equal to S01 of t plus S02 of t. Okay. Okay. If S01 of t is greater than S02 of t, if S01 of t is greater than S02 of t, what happens? We receive S01 of t. So if at the output side S01 of t is greater than S02 of t and that S2 of t was transmitted, S2 of t is transmitted. What the condition here it is? S2 of t is transmitted, but S01 of t is greater than S02 of t. Okay. So therefore, the noise N0 of t is positive. Here not. In that case, the noise is positive. What it means, if you transmit S2 of t signal, at the receiving end S01 of t is greater. If you transmit S2 of t signal, at the receiving end S01 of t is greater. Actually, what the greater factor in this received side? S02 of t is greater factor, but in this case S01 of t is greater factor. Then that means noise N0 of t is greater than the magnitude of the signal. Noise magnitude is greater than the signal magnitude. That is, noise is overtake the signal magnitude. That's why if you transmit S2, receive S1. Because of noise is dominate the signal power factor density. Okay, so that is the condition. So the voltage difference is 1 by 2 S02 of t plus S0 S naught 1 of t plus S naught 2 of t minus S naught 2 of t. Okay. So there an error occurs. That is an error means. So please note this equation also. S naught t. Sorry. N naught t. Sorry. N naught t. Noise. N naught t greater than or equal to N naught t greater than or equal to S naught 1 of t plus S naught 2 of t by 2. N naught of t greater than or equal to S naught 1 of t plus S naught 2 of t by 2. S naught 1 of t plus S naught 2 by S naught 2 of t by 2 is nothing but the decision factor. Noise factor and decision factor. N naught of t is noise factor. This is the decision factor S naught 1 of t plus S naught 2 of t by 2. Noise factor is greater than decision factor, then the error is occurs. Now the error is calculated by P of E is equal to 1 by 2 ERFC root S naught 1 of t minus S naught 2 of t by 2 root sigma naught. 2 root sigma naught. Okay. Now therefore the complementary error factor is an monotonical decreasing function of, it's an argument. So P of E, probability of error function is decreases as the difference S naught 1 of t minus S naught 2 will become larger. And as the RMS value, sigma naught becomes smaller. So therefore, that optimum filter is the maximum ratio gamma. Please note down this equation. Gamma is equal to optimum filter factor. Optimum filter factor. Gamma is equal to S naught 1 of t minus S naught 2 of t by sigma naught. That is gamma is optimum filter ratio. Gamma is optimum filter ratio. Gamma is equal to S naught 1 of t minus S naught 2 of t by sigma naught. Sigma naught is the variance. Okay. So S naught 1, S naught 2 are the signal input and output. No. So the gamma is S naught 1 of t minus S naught 2 of t by sigma naught. So now the sigma is optimum filter ratio. Optimum filter ratio. Can you define the optimum filter ratio gamma? The difference of the signal outputs by sigma naught. The difference of the signal output by sigma naught. So gamma should be maximized when difference is maximum or sigma naught is the smaller. Gamma is directly proportional to difference of the signal outputs and inversely proportional to sigma naught. So the gamma is optimum filter ratio. Gamma is optimum filter ratio. Okay. Okay, students. So go to the textbook once by you for this concept. The textbook is Principles of Communication Systems by Tauben Stilling, the same textbook, and the chapter 11. Chapter 11 is the one. So in the next class, go for some optimum filter transfer function and matched filter. Optimum filter transfer function, matched filter. You know that the transfer function is output by input. Transfer function is output by input, where the gamma is optimum filter coefficient. Gamma is equal to S naught 1 t minus S naught 2 t by sigma. That is gamma is equal output signal difference by sigma naught. Gamma is equal output signal difference by sigma naught. Optimum filter transfer function and match filter. Okay. Students, go through the textbook once in the 11th chapter, and prepare your own notes. Prepare your own notes. Okay, read the textbook and prepare your own notes. And next class go for some more listening.